I don't believe in inspiration, I believe in perspiration. Developing a story, developing a book is always hard work. If you have to wait for inspiration and the muse to come sit on your shoulder and whisper sweet nothings in your ear, a book is never going to happen. And if you have several kids at university, then you can't afford not to let something happen on the page. So perspiration is it. The story came together through several avenues. I mean, first of all, I wanted to write another book about Tobela, who was in the previous book, The Heart of the Hunter. And I thought, what could I do with Tobela? It's always difficult to write a sequel. If you've put a character through something very intense in one book, is it fair to put him through something similar? You know, it can become repetitive. So I think Tobela, and the next step in his journey was the first idea that came to me. He's such a perfect vigilante. He's got incredible training as a former assassin, so he would make a great vigilante. And then the cop chasing him, for me, that was an obvious choice in terms of Benny, which forced me to look at Benny's personal life. And then the more you do research and the more you start thinking about where Benny is, what is his backstory, where is he now, how is he interacting with the environment that he's in, then that starts giving you other story ideas, and then you slowly put it together and you build it like a puzzle. Well, Devil's Peak as a process from book to screen adaptation has been very different to most other processes. Some of the processes, like Trackers, for instance, I was very much involved in, was part of the writing team. And with Devil's Peak, I was not part of the writing team at all, which in one sense was a great relief for me. When I met Matt Orton, our script writer, he spent a lot of time with me. We talked about his approach and what he wanted to do. He did a lot of research. And once I realized that I could really trust him to respect the work, respect the characters, and respect the soul of the story, I was very happy to let Matt go wherever he wanted to go. And he would often ask my advice, he would often ask for comments, he would often ask me to read the scripts. And it was a most pleasurable experience. I think a lot less stressful for me as the author of the novel, because I could just sit and look at what Matt was doing. And he's such a smart guy. It was a real pleasure to watch him work. I think this is the fourth book of mine that is being adapted for the screen. And I've realized and I've learned through those processes that it is impossible to stay absolutely true to the original narrative. They are two very different media. And what you need to do, what you hope to do, is take the soul of the book and the characters and transport that to the screen, but make it work for television. You know, episodic TV is a very different kettle of fish to a novel. It is also something that costs a lot more than writing a novel. So you have to make sacrifices.